5번 파란색 5번을 밀고 빨간색 1번을 당겨라. 아, 뭐지 이건? 뭐더라? 자, 도스 시절 배웠던 명령어가 여기서 쓰이네요.
The third in a row of 7 soldiers wearing purple skirts.
다시 여기서 저장해 주도록 하고. 두 번째 방으로 가보죠. 빠른 진행하네. 홍보해주시고. 파란색 5번. 네, 아무것도 안 되는데. 네 번째 방을 가보죠. 노란색.
Push man 5 blue, pull man 1 red.
아니, 순서를 안 지켜서 그런가? 빨간색을 다시 한번 당겨보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 뭔가 열렸죠? 뭔가 나왔죠, 여기? 누군가 죽어 있습니다.
It's Quang. What happened to him?
Looks like Quang found out firsthand that a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing.
But who killed him?
I suspect Master Lu.
But how?
Until we discover that, we'd best proceed.
무덤의
with
함정에
caution.
의해 죽은 것 같네요. 황이 저장해주고요. 그러면 이렇게 가다가 나도 죽겠죠?
Robert!
한 번 더.
Robert!
네. 방패로 뭔가 방어를 하면 될
The
것
shield
같아요.
may come in handy, but I don't see a way to use it. The shield may come. You don't. The shield may come in handy, but I don't see. The shield may come in handy, but I don't see. The shield may come in handy, but I don't see a way to use it here. The shield may come in handy, but I don't see a way to use it here. However, Quang got the jade door closed. I'd better hang on to that for now. You can't do that. However, Quang got the jade door closed. It's jammed now. Quang's punctured hat won't be of much use to anyone anymore.
방패로 뚫는 건 아닌 것 같네요. 플래시라이트.
Now that it's broken, the flashlight is useless.
뭔가를 더 보여야 될 것 같아요. 아까 안 갔었던 초록색 방, 보라색 방, 마차.
The chariot won't budge. I'm not thinking. The mural is exquisite and very well preserved. I'm not thinking. That won't work. You can't do that. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I want to do to that horse. You can't do that.
이 마차를 이용하면 될 것 같은데.
The chariot won't budge an inch. You can't do that. This is no time to play the fool. The oil, as long as I'd better not try to lift a flaming urn.
아, 문이 또 닫혔네. 잘못된 거 밀어가지고.
I have to figure a way to get that door open.
다시 한번 해보도록 합시다. 터보. 마차가 여기 또 있네요. 파란색이고 빨간색이고. 깨진 못했고요. 한 60% 정도 했던 것 같습니다. 어렵죠. 어렵습니다. 저장 한번 해주고. 이건 밀리네요.
Better move to one side, May. I have an idea.
자, 이걸로 고기 방패는 아니겠지만. 아, 그리고 어릴 때 이 게임을 너무 재밌게 해서 나중에 패키지를 샀어요. 고전게임 이베이에서 $10에 팔더라고요.
What happened?
Another of Master Lu's little
지금도
jokes
팔아요.
for the
하도
unwary.
인기가 없었는지 팔더라고요. 저장 한번 해주고.
This is no time to play the fool. A precisely painted dragon motif surrounds the doorway. Now that it's broken, the flashlight is useless. I'm not thinking.
고정시킬 게 필요할 것 같습니다.
I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. You can't do. The broken chariot is useless. This is no time to play the fool. I'm not thinking.
자,
The broken chariot is useless.
저장 한번 하고. 찾아봐야겠네요. 자, 나무 하나를 찾았죠.
I'm not thinking. Ripley, get a grip on yourself.
안 되지. 어떻게 하라고? 이거를 크랭크 했으면은 그렇죠. 하도록 합시다.
One of the terracotta soldiers has toppled into the abyss. Must be the first emperor's doorbell.
자, 각종 위험이 도사리고 있습니다. 조심해야 돼요.
That won't work. Must be the first emperor's doorbell. You don't need that. Must be the first emperor's doorbell.
이게 뭔가 구멍이 저장 한번 해주고. 감사합니다. 안 되네요.
Must be the first emperor's doorbell. Ripley, get a grip on yourself. This is no time to play the fool. That hole reminds me of a flood control duct. But why? Any ideas?
I have faith in you.
얘는 뭐 아는 것도 하나도 없고 나만 믿고 있네. 이 구멍에 뭔가 이렇게 집어넣어. 뭐야 이거.
Ripley, get a grip on yourself.
내가 여기 서 있을지 아니면 웨이챙한테 여기 서 있으라고 할지 결정해야 되는데, 만약 세이브가 안 된다면 얘가 더 가벼우니까 내가 서 있는 게 낫지.
May, I'll stand on this end of the bridge.
Yes?
My weight should be able to balance you so that you can cross safely to the other side.
But how will you get across?
Go ahead. We'll take this one step at a time.
Now what?
이제 이 삽을 저쪽에 꽂으라고.
I'm not thinking. I can't take the shovel while the bridge is in that position.
그건 아닌가 보네.
I wish I could figure out what to do next.
You've brought us this far.
왜 삽이 안 짚혀지지?
There's a hole in the wall on the far side of the chasm. I'd better hang on to that for now. You can't do that.
얘한테 뽑으라고 시켜야 돼요.
I'm open to suggestion.
You've brought us this far.
이거 뽑으라고.
The shovel fits nicely in the hole. I'm open to suggestion.
Don't give up now.
The system that supplies that chain must control some sort of mechanical device. Must be the first Emperor's doorbell.
말이 안 걸어지네요, 다시.
I'd better hang on to that for now. I forgot to get a new pencil. The system that supplies oil to those urns would be impressive even today. I'm not thinking.
어렵네. 말이 안 걸어지지.
I'm open to suggestion.
I have faith in you.
버그 같은 거 같은데 말이 안 걸어지는 건 같은 상황인데 아까랑 말이 걸어져야 되는데.
The shovel fits nicely in the hole. I can't take the shovel while the bridge is in that position.
한번 로드를 해야 될 것 같습니다. 귀찮은데.
That section of wall looks exactly like a...
말이 안 걸어져요.
That's my whole life. That section of wall looks exactly like a giant wheel. Unusual bridge. It appears to be attached to that one of the terracotta. The system that supplies that hole reminds me of a flood control dam. Gosh, my whole life just...
아니, 몇 번이나 죽어야 예, 로드를 해야 될 것 같습니다. 이게 최신이죠? 맞네요. 빠르게 넘기도록 하겠습니다. 자, 이제 말이 걸리죠? 이번엔 제가 지나가 보도록 할게요. 안 되네요. 자, 여기부터입니다. 이제부터 관건이죠. 풀고.
This is no time to play the fool. May, wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. The post is wedged in there pretty good. I'll have to move it before I can take the crank. It's lodged too deeply in the wall to be removed. Quang's punctured hat won't... Now that it's broken, the flashlight is useless. There's no... Ripley, get a grip on yourself. It's lodged too deeply in the wall to be removed.
거의 다 왔는데 여기서 막히네요. 이걸 찾아야 되는데. 찾아야 됩니다. 특별한 게 없어 보이죠?
The statue is in pieces and not of much use.
첫 번째 방에도 딱히 뭐 없고.
This is no time to play the fool. That won't work. You can't do that.
한 5분 있다가 그래도 모르겠으면 공략을 보도록 할게요. 아무것도 없습니다.
The mural is exquisite and very well preserved. A slot. I'm not. You can't do that. The broken chariot is useless. I'm not thinking. You can't do that.
다시 원점이네요.
I wish I could figure out what to do next.
Don't give up now.
여기다 삽을 꽂고 여기다 꽂으면 되는데. 여기서 꽂고 여기다 꽂으면 되잖아.
I'm open to suggestion.
Robert?
The shovel. I can't take. Ripley, get a grip on yourself. Must be the first emperor's doorbell.
여기 슬롯이 있네요. 뭔가 이거 꽂고 돌리는 거죠.
I wish I could figure out what to do next.
Robert?
이걸 어떻게 하면 되는데? 꽂는 거는 크랭크인데 크랭크는 지금
May, wait here for a moment. I'll be right back.
여기 있죠. 꼽지를
The
못하죠.
post is wedged in there pretty good. I'll have to move it before I can take the crank.
여기 하나 더 있어야 되는데 그러면
That won't work. The post is wedged in there pretty good.
바닥을 살펴봐야겠네요. 마지막으로 한번 보고 여기 어딘가에
That section of wall looks exactly like a giant wheel. Caverns measureless to man. I'm open to suggestion.
Robert?
공략을 보겠습니다.
May, wait here for a moment.
빠르게 진행하도록 할게요. 여기 이걸 누르는 거예요. 네, 됐습니다. 챙겨가고요. 던져주도록 합시다. 아, 뭐 하는 거지?
May.
이거랑 비슷해요. 초고속으로 네. 블록이 한번
May.
저장하도록 하고요.
May, put the crank in the slot and turn it. When you tried to turn the crank, it sounded as if something bumped against your end of the bridge. Turn the crank again.
자, 고정이 됐습니다, 이제.
I wish I could figure out what to do next.
I have faith in you.
쓸지도 모르니까 이거 가져가도록 하죠. 자, 웅장한 부분이 선입견이 마스터루, 중국의 최초 황제를 지키는 병사들입니다.
Robert, it's magnificent. It's as if all of China were laid out before us.
The old Baron was right. This tomb deserves to be the eighth wonder of the world.
근데 8대 불가 사이에 필적한다고 남작이 말했었나 보네요. 저장 한번 해주고요. 토스박스 저장.
That lake is mercury. Thousands upon thousands of gallons of pure mercury.
자, 어드벤처 게임에서는 물이 1cm만 있어도 걷질 못하죠. 항상 장비가 필요합니다.
That lake is mercury. Qinxia Huangdi's mausoleum. Qinxia Huangdi's
What on earth are you doing?
I'm not completely sure, but whatever it is, it appears to be working.
자, 마지막입니다.
Master Lu, you served the first emperor well. You may not have found the secret to eternal life, but you created an incredible monument befitting a man who wanted all history to begin with him. I salute you, Master Lu.
영생을 쫓아다니던 마스터루가 이런 걸 만들었다. 존경한다고 보죠. 이게 그 시일이네요. 이거 찾으려고 여태까지 이러고 있었어요.
How much blood has been spilled by those who would use this? How much more will be spilled if it falls into the wrong hands? Master Lu, I understand you wanted the world to be united in peace and harmony before the first Emperor's seal was found. I'm sorry that hasn't happened. Our world is just as troubled as it was in your day. But if I leave the seal here, it will be used in the name of power and conquest and destruction. And I know that you didn't want that.
자, 드디어 구했습니다.
On the other hand, I could leave it here. I have a bad feeling about this.
무너지고 있네요.
What's happening?
One last secret of old Master Lu's. One we didn't uncover. Probably a last line of defense in case the world wasn't the serene place he envisioned when someone came for the seal.
마스터루의
But how?
May, talk later. Run now.
방어책이죠.
Game, set, and match, I believe. He
Keep perfectly still, Mr. Ripley. That goes for your charming companion as well.
Who is he, Robert?
Baron von
매력적인
Seltzer.
Yes,
음료도 달라고.
believe it or not.
No wonder you let me search your house for the key.
이따가 이
I played
메이팅에
right into your
사진이
hand,
나옵니다.
didn't I?
You did my work for me. I am in your debt.
Why did your father hide the key from me?
We had a difference of opinion about the Emerald
범람하고
Seal. I was
있어요.
unwilling to put it into its proper use.
What good is the seal to you?
You're not one of those fascist fellows after all, are you?
Hardly. I'm very sincere in my desire to rid the world of Der Fuhrer. He doesn't have the competitive spirit necessary to win. Think about it, Mr. Ripley. That seal belonged to a man born into a time not unlike ours, a time of turmoil and division.
So, if another man possessed it, an opportunist,
A visionary. The old China is dead. The time is ripe for a new dawn in the East. Not a
신세계가
Nazi
온다고
dawn,
팔아먹을
nor the
거라고.
rising sun of the Japanese.
you'd rather it was the rising sun of the old Baron.
I'm going to miss you. I really will. It has been an interesting contest. It is unfortunate you won't be around to witness my triumph. Now, you can hand me the seal, one gentleman to another, or I can remove it from your lifeless fingers.
죽기 싫으면
Baron,
달라.
you disappoint me. A sportsman like you, shooting an unarmed man and woman.
I confess to you, I sometimes also cheat at tennis. My line calls, whatever it takes to win. We seem to be running out of time. I have no desire to be trapped inside a giant thermometer.
이기기 위해서는
The seal,
설치도
Mr.
해야 돼.
Ripley, if
뭐
you
이러고 있네.
please. You fool! You could have broken it!
Gosh, I'm glad you're good at
의
that.
고수. A층이 또 제압을 합니다. 해피엔딩이죠.
A horrible way to go, even for someone like him.
여기 있죠, 시체가.
And the Emerald Seal?
The first emperor has reclaimed it, thanks to Master Lu.
이로써 평화는 지켜졌습니다.
The Emerald Seal will be safer right where it is. Whatever happens in the dark days to come, it can't be used to tip the balance of power.
I'm very proud of you, Robert.
I couldn't have done it without you, May.
이 최신
Thank you
게임이라
for helping my grandmother
유언상도
escape
포함되어 있어요.
China.
I don't know what you mean. Is she safe?
Yes, with my aunt and uncle in London. And there's no use saying you had nothing to do with it.
Well, I didn't think it would hurt to make inquiries.
You arranged it all. Don't try to deny it. I know everything.
공치사고죠.
Well, gosh. It sure will be nice to be back in New York, won't it?
Yes, we can forget all about that troubled world down there. All the danger is behind us now.
There's a sub down there. They're shooting at us.
If they hit the hydrogen, we're doomed!
네, 이렇게 끝이 났습니다. 생각보다 금방 끝나네요. 4시간 반 만에 공략 중간중간을 보면서 4시간 반 만에 끝이 났습니다. 크레딧 스킵박을 끌게요. 거북이 넣는다. 시대를 생각하면 대작이죠. 거의 3D에 맞먹는 최신 퀄리티. Very special thanks. 네, 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 녹화 종료하도록 할게요.